Hey, good morning, everyone. Pastor Brad from New Covenant United Church of Christ in Williamsport, and welcome to this week's edition of Story Time. This week's edition of Story Time is for the 10th Sunday after Pentecost, not July, August. We've turned the calendar, August 6th, 2023. And this is the story in Matthew's Gospel of Jesus feeding the 5,000. Matthew's Gospel, chapter 14, verses 13 to 21. And this week, what we're going to do is we're going bowling. Not sure if you can see it or not, but what I've done here in the sanctuary is I've got 10 water bottles set up, and I'm using a volleyball, whatever kind of ball you have, whatever kind of bottles you have. Maybe you have a game of bowling in your home. I think I was a kid. I had a bowling set that was plastic. So maybe you have one in your home or at your church. But we're gonna bowl this Sunday. This Sunday for our game, we're going bowling. And the reason we're going bowling is that even after you roll the ball and knock down the pins, the ball returns. There's no end. It keeps coming. Every frame, you roll the ball comes back. You get 2 rolls to try and knock down all 10 pins. And so you roll the ball, you knock down 2, 4, 6 pins. The ball comes back and you get a chance to knock down the rest. And then the next frame comes around and you roll the ball and the ball comes back. There's no end to the ball coming back. It continues to keep coming back over and over and over again. In our story this morning, Jesus feeds more than 5,000 people with 5 loaves and 2 fish. There's no end. The food just keeps coming and coming. In the same way that there's no end, the ball keeps coming back. Even after we roll the ball down the lane, it keeps coming back. There's no end. The ball keeps coming back. There's no end to the food. The food keeps coming and is able to feed more than 5,000 men, women, and children. This is an example of God's love. This is an example of God's forgiveness. There's no end to it. It just keeps coming and coming. There is enough for everyone. There is more than enough for everyone. God's love and God's forgiveness is so abundant. It just keeps coming and coming. There's no end. Thanks be to God. Amen. Thank you so very much for joining me for this week's edition of Storytime. I hope you enjoyed bowling. Hope you get a chance to bowl, whether it's at church or in your backyard or in your living room. Hope you get a chance to bowl and experience bowling. Knock down those plastic bottles with whatever kind of ball you have or whatever you're able to use for your bowling game. And remember that just like the ball keeps coming back, and you get another turn. Ball keeps coming back, you get another turn. In the same way, God's love and God's forgiveness are that abundant as well. Thank you so very much for joining me this week. Look forward to seeing you each and every week for story time, as well as any of our other virtual or in-person ministries. And as always, if you get a chance, stop by and see us 202 East Main Street in the city of Williamsport. Main Street, 3rd Street, 202 East 3rd Street in the city of Williamsport. Sometimes I talk faster than I think. Peace, blessings, love, and prayers, everybody. Bye-bye.